Okay, so today I'm discussing another topic, LLM and their applications. So, so I've write a lot of things for this discussion about LLM and their applications. Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is good and spread kindness and happiness among everyone. Just now we Diwali and we celebrate Diwali with great enthusiasm and great, great, with great pomp and show, right? Everyone is happy. So I hope everyone is kind and supportive toward my initiative of spreading knowledge. I'm very curious about computer science from last 8 years. Sometime I mean, there are lots of lots of ups and downs, and these are absolutely real that you cannot change anything and you cannot do anything about it. But that's the fact that it is real. So I'm discussing LLM and their applications. So one of the biggest thing that comes in my mind when I'm thinking about LLM and their applications is that how we can got an idea of large language models. Because basically when we think about computer science, we think about architect. Because basically when we think about computer science, we think about architecture of computer science, we think about analogy of computer science, and we think about problem solving of computer sciences. So naturally, the idea comes in every one of my in every one of in every one of in every one of their mind is how we can think about large language model as in thinkable architecture in computer systems, right? So I'm not imagining, but this is a fact that now it becomes it becomes an what this is what we can understand from from the evolution of last so many years. So is that the case that we can think about LLM as an application with with uh, with computer architecture, right? So this question, this analogy and this belief system has been established since long time, right? So it is the fact that LLM can be considered as an application, and it is a kind of application in which we can be can be considered as an application, and it is a kind of application in which we can think about how we can think about modeling, how we can think about data sciences, how we can think about artificial intelligence, how we can think about cognitive intelligence, how we can think about deep learning. So, so this is the section of everything, and it comes with same understanding about computer sciences. That's a fact. Now, another thing that is most important is implementation of algorithms and machine learning algorithms and how we can think about that, right? Because well, most of the people think about algorithms as an medium to solve a problem, but is that possible that it can become something which is strata, or maybe an script of an script of and script of system designs, or script of microservices, right? So it is also like that when we think about free thinking, or when we think about computer science as a discipline, we can think about this thing that it can act as a script of for microservices or system designs. We can think about this thing that it can act as a script of for microservices or system designs. LLM as a script for that, because essentially what we imagine in computer architecture is understanding about about lot of things related to pattern and understanding about developing that pattern for an instance, right? So it is more or less related to application. Yes, it is. Is that is that a thing that it can be part of how we can understand computer science as a core discipline, right? Yeah, it is a fact that we need to understand computer science as a core discipline, and we trying to implement that process of doing that, right? So yes, it is also a fact that when we think about computer science, we can think about LLMs, we can think about algorithms, and we can also think about the application of these mediums for creating new architecture for computer sciences. So for everything, I mean, this is a certainty of how we can imagine new growth in computer sciences for finding new patterns, new thinking, or new applications. So, I mean, this is a short discussion about LLM. Now I'm thinking about more of that in terms of understanding that how we can implement uh, how we can think about LLM as a discipline, right? Okay, I will shorten my discussion with a few more minutes, and then come up with a new thing. Okay, after some time. But yes, I mean, how anyone can think LLM as a discipline, right? So I mean, this is the foundation. This is something that everyone can have. Everyone has this curiosity. So naturally, what we can think about LLM as a discipline, we can think about the systems which can learn from massive amount of text. Naturally, that it can form a pattern from the text and massive amount of text. It can form various patterns, right? And that is real that these pattern can exhibit different kind of notions. We can see in the algorithms naturally. So everyone is curious about that, and everyone is thinking about that how we can implement those patterns. Everyone is curious about that, and everyone is thinking about that how we can implement those patterns on on computer architecture, or how we can think about implementing large language models for understanding new concepts of algorithms naturally. So 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 it is in part and understood it is a part and parcel of understanding how we can think about computer science as a whole, and how we can implement those techniques to understand various algorithms and how we can implement those techniques to understand various algorithms and implementation of those various algorithms. So this is how it is that it can be implemented with the structures of architecture of the computer architecture, and we can think about new application of large language model for for understanding microservices and system designs. Okay, this is how it goes, and how we can think about various techniques in LMs also. So some of the techniques that comes is is text manipulation is one, right? Where we can think about text, we can imagine about text, and we can create more patterns on those imagination of the text. So I mean, the natural idea of dealing with the data is creating an instant or script out of some data, right? Out of some data. Okay. So it is naturally part and parcel of that. Okay, we can think about that. I will talk later on. Thank you so much, everyone.